Welcome to Our Wildlife. Today is a bit different than the content that we typically do. Just doing a normal day today, a day in the life of Matt. I'm Matt, if you don't know. So Steph and I have the luxury of both working remotely. So we both work from home. My day typically starts a little bit slower than hers does. So after hitting that snooze button one too many times, I finally forced myself up. My morning routine is, again, pretty slow, pretty simple. Just, make sure brushing those teeth and trying to get ready for my day. Have to give a little pet there to Macy on the way down. Typically, she'll trot down with me. Maverick, I believe, is in Steph's office. I work downstairs. Steph works upstairs. So I'm just coming in, got to get my water, and trying to get in to my desk and my working setup. First thing I try to do in the mornings, get hydration, water. I try to get at least a couple of cups of water in before I have any caffeine in my system. First thing I'm going to do in the mornings typically is check emails, make sure there's no fires, nothing going crazy that I need to try and solve that's critical right at the moment. I am a product manager. I work on a production or a creative product ops for a creative team. I handle a lot of the creative tools that the team uses to, one, create and design the work that they do, but also oversee the tools that the team uses that allow all of us to work remotely. Keep a pretty simple desk setup. I have a larger monitor and my laptop that I work from. Nothing too crazy. I don't do any of the design work myself. I have a team that I work with that does that. I'm more of a project and product manager that oversees everything. Once I get a couple of glasses of water in me, next thing I do is I ease myself into the caffeine. I'm a big tea fan, so I'm going to make a cup of tea here. Typically, I'm going for an Earl Grey or some type of English breakfast tea. The one today is a Tazo organic English breakfast. My favorite tea is actually a Harney & Sons tea called London Fog. I am a huge London Fog latte fan. I will say the Tim Hortons one I prefer over the Starbucks, but I'll make my own typically when it comes to these types of situations. But the Tim Hortons one that I had in Canada a couple years ago was, man, it's so good. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. But I'll try to do my own little London Fog as best as I can. So I'll do my Earl Grey or my English breakfast, and then I'll add in some vanilla and half and half. Kind of give the creamer a little bit of flavor in there, and sugar, of course. As a Southerner, we put sugar in everything. Surprising, we don't put butter in there. But if you've ever had one, or if you're curious to try one, I suggest it. I really like them. I do like coffee as well, and I will drink coffee, but I had some heart surgeries, not on my heart, but the lining around my heart, and I had some health issues back in younger days, and I have a weird limit that I reach with caffeine where my heart will get jittery because I have a high resting heart rate anyway, so I have to be careful with my caffeine intake. As most people that work from home, I definitely stare at the screen too often, whether it's my computer screen or my phone screen in between breaks and things like that. Most of my days consist of meetings, having sessions with team members. We do a lot of admin support and creative support and things like that if there's any issues. Have a lot of tools and automations that I also build, so I meet with team members regularly to try and scope some of those out and build those if necessary. Typical work day from anyone sits at home. So I always try to get outside as well. You see the pups coming out with me here. Try to get some time outside as most as we can, or as much as we can on a weekday. But unfortunately, right after I let the pups out, I'm like, oh, it's nice out here. I'll get the bikes and stuff ready. Nope. Rain came in. I was sad. Pups were sad. So Instead, I spend a little bit of time inside, watch a couple YouTube videos, um, and read a little bit of my book. And these are, just real life moments, a day in the life of Matt. If you'd like to see more of these day in the life videos, or you want to see Steph's day in the life or the pups, make sure you drop it in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you wander on to the next one.